Alright, so today we're going to be going over how to propagate a peace lily or a Spathophyllum. So you can see mine's getting pretty big, so I thought it'd be a good time to do this. And if you're interested, the book I kind of reference throughout this video for what I'm doing is Plant Propagation by Hartmann and Kester. It's a really great book I used in college that goes over specific plants and just principles behind propagating plants. We are going to be using rhizome separation, otherwise known as crown division or vegetative propagation, to split this peace lily. The only other way I know of to split a peace lily is through micropropagation. And you know what? Nobody's got time for that. It involves creating a culture of tissue, and we are just your average houseplant owner. We're not here to perform a science experiment. And before we get into the thick of things, mini little science lesson. So a peace lily is a rhizomatous plant. That means that it grows through these rhizomes that you can see in this picture here. This is the way it spreads and gets bigger and bigger. You can kind of see them close up on my plant here because I am low on soil, that is for sure. And so you can see those kind of new shoots, and you can see those sheath leaves down at the bottom, and this is what we'll be kind of separating apart into our separate plant, taking those bundles of leaves into a different pot. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just yank out your entire plant, well, gently yank it out. And right now I'm kind of just looking at it to see which of those kind of bundles of new shoots I'm wanting to pull off so my new plant won't look too straggly and leave the old plant looking too straggly either. You're just going to want to gently pull away all the soil. It does take a little bit of time. Don't worry if you break some of the roots. In fact, breaking roots kind of invigorates the roots and allows them to grow more, so don't be afraid of that. And once you've got all that soil pulled away as best you can, kind of plan out what ones you want to be pulling off and which ones you're going to be wanting to keep. As you can see, you kind of want to pull off a chunk of the rhizome. With this little guy right here, I did not get any part of the rhizome. He just has a few roots. And another science lesson, it's not going to work too well because you need that node to form adventitious roots and shoots and allow that plant to keep growing on its own to be able to form. So include part of that rhizome as you are pulling off these little bundles of shoots. Another little side note is that you might run into information that tells you to only do this in early spring or late summer or fall. With interior houseplants, you don't really need to worry about that since it is fairly, the same temperature throughout the year in your house, I hope. And so they aren't too affected by this. Next step is to add some soil back in. I just have some regular potting soil. Some of you may swear by interior plant specific potting soil, but I was just going for the most cost-effective option. So I don't think it really matters. And so what I'm doing here is I'm adding some of the old soil back in as well as some of the new. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know the old soil was clean. I really like the mix that it came with. And I would not suggest doing this if your old soil smells a little funny. Dirt smells, but if this smells different than dirt, you should probably just get rid of it. But if you feel like it's clean soil and you liked the original mix, feel free to keep using it. I added the new soil in kind of just to give it a boost and kind of just some new nutrients in there. And voila, this is my new little peace lily I have. It is a little leggy, I will admit, but hopefully that'll change as it continues to grow out and fill its pot. And now I'm gonna clean up the big old mess I made on my kitchen counter so that my spouse is unaware of all the dirt that was everywhere. So just sit back and relax and enjoy a satisfying video of me cleaning the kitchen counter. So the next crucial step is to give both plants a good watering. You just set them in the sink, give them a nice lukewarm bath, allow that water to thoroughly wet the plant and drain through back into the sink just to make sure that it's has water to grow. Everyone knows that plants need water to grow. What am I even saying? You know what you should be doing. Water that plant. And here is the final product. We have our old peace lily over here with a new one to my right. My right. I know my directions, guys. Like I said earlier, it's a little leggy, but it will continue to fill out as I give it some time. And here's that new peace lily about 3 weeks later, still doing pretty good, still pretty leggy. I did have to cut off a few leaves that had died. I think it was that one that didn't have much rhizome on it. But yeah, if you put it in a bigger pot, kind of hides legginess, but overall it's doing pretty good. I really do hope this video was helpful and informational for you in propagating your own peace lily. So let me know how it went, comment below, or if you have any other ideas or suggestions for other videos I should do, let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you again for watching.